The Captives Return, based on the book of Ezra chapters 1 through 3 and the book of Malachi chapters 3 and 4.
Even after many years living in exile in Babylon and Persia, the Jews still dream of returning to their homeland, Judah. The different Persian kings have mostly treated the Jews well. When King Cyrus takes the throne, one of his first acts is to issue a decree.
These are the words of King Cyrus. The God of Israel commands that a house be built for him in Jerusalem. Any of his people who want to do so may return.
The Jews rejoice that the king is allowing them to return to the land God promised them. Gifts of money, horses, mules, camels, gold and silver, food and clothing pour in. At last the day comes when the great caravan is ready to leave.
Thank God, I'll see my homeland.
On the long road home, the Jews follow the same route that Abraham, the father of the Jewish nation, traveled 1,500 years before when he obeyed God's command to leave Ur and make a new nation in Palestine.
When we left Jerusalem, it was in flames. I wonder what it looks like now.
No matter how much they prepare themselves for the ruined city, they are broken-hearted when they walk through the rubble of Jerusalem.
Solomon's beautiful temple stood over there.
With the Lord's help, it will be rebuilt.
Our family built this home with their own hands. Look at it now. It's a home for wild dogs.
Maybe we should not have come back. Maybe...
Our forefathers built much of this city. We'll rebuild it. Jerusalem will rise again. You'll see.
The final prophet of the Old Testament, Malachi, tells the people how to give true worship to God, and that God would send a messenger.
This is what the Lord says. I will send my messenger. He will prepare the way before me. The Lord that you seek will come to his temple. Behold, he is coming.
The land of Judah is still under the rule of the Persians when Alexander, the young king of Macedonia, sets out to conquer the world. Riding his famous horse, Bucephalus, he leads his army against the countries of the mighty Persian Empire. One after another, they fall. In the year 332 BC,
On to Jerusalem!
when the high priest in Jerusalem hears that they are the next stop in Alexander's conquering journey, he prays to God in desperation, and God gives him a dream.
Put on your formal robes. We are to meet Alexander outside the walls of Jerusalem.
But he'll be able to kill all of us if we don't even hide behind the city walls.
But everyone obeys the high priest. On the day Alexander arrives, all the priests of Israel stand to greet him. The high priest wears his purple robe and official hat. Alexander dismounts and walks slowly toward the high priest. Everyone watches him in terror. And Alexander kneels before the priest.
Praise the God of the Jews.
You worship our God?
No, but he came to me in a dream and showed me a vision of you wearing your purple robe and crowned hat. Then God told me to seek you out, and he would help me conquer all of Persia.
It's true. Get the book of Daniel. See, our own prophet Daniel foretold that a Greek warrior would conquer all Persia.
Wonderful. Under my reign, all you Jews will live in peace and worship your God however you wish.
But suddenly, Alexander dies, and the giant empire is divided among his generals. They appoint foreigners to be the priests in Jerusalem and command them to worship the Greek gods. But the last straw comes when a pagan priest makes a sacrifice to the Greek god Zeus in God's temple with an unclean pig. Mattathias, a local priest, cannot stand this blasphemy.
No one is like our God.
This bold act stirs all Judah to revolt. In the wilderness, Mattathias and his sons plan their strategy.
How can we fight the whole Seleucid army?
We must fight like outlaws. It's the only way to keep our Jewish laws.
The faithful Jews follow Judah Maccabee's orders. Their small force is able to catch the larger army by surprise and drive off the foreign people who don't worship the true God.
Judah falls on us like a hammer!
The eternal flame is almost out of oil, and it will take us 8 days to purify more oil for it. We only have enough to last the rest of the day.
But the light for the eternal flame keeps burning and burning and burning for 8 days and nights, long enough to make more oil.
Now we can cleanse and rededicate our holy temple.
The temple is purified, and for 100 glorious years, Judah is free. But once again, a conqueror comes from across the Mediterranean Sea. Roman ships and soldiers conquer everything in their path. And in 63 BC, the mighty Roman army takes Jerusalem. Again, Judah is down, and this time it is too weak to rise. A few years later, Herod becomes a governor in the Roman Empire. A Jew by background, he's always wanted to rule over his people. He goes to Rome to appeal their Senate for a promotion.
If you make me ruler of the Jews, I will ensure that they never revolt against you.
The Romans like his promises and vote to make Herod the king of the Jews. Though he's a cruel man by nature, Herod is also a crafty politician. He tries to win the Jewish people's favor by building them a new and more beautiful temple. But they despise him. Bitterly, the Jews cry out,
"When will God send the deliverer the prophets promised would come?"
But God was silent until